city, where the lights never sleep, where stories get told different. This ain't just a podcast. This is Fame. Welcome to the culture.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Fame PGH Network. It's your boy Spuck, you know? I'm here, and you know this is where Pittsburgh creates, up at Fame PGH. So I want to introduce my man, you know, Harleydyse. Now, we never really got a chance to formally meet before this, so this is our first time meeting, but, you know, I hear a lot about him, and, you know, I could tell he's a legend from what I hear, and he's, you know, he got recordings from your favorites from way back in the day, you know what I mean? So he's been in the game recording everybody. Let me introduce Harleydyse.
Yeah, Harleydyse here, man. You know, I mean, if you don't know, now you know. This is your formal introduction to what's going on, man. One of Pittsburgh's pillars. You know, been putting in that work for some time now, and you know, just on a larger scale, I had to do the math from when I really made my first song, and this is my 30-year anniversary this year. You know what I'm saying? So I've been out here putting a lot of work in. You know what I'm saying?
Since '96,
for sure.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is. You know what I mean? So. Wow, so that's the analog days, before the internet, before the Pro Tools, when you was recording. What was you recording on back in the day?
Well, listen, at that point in time, man, you know, I was recording on like a tape recorder, or I just played a beat on another stereo record. You know, I wasn't like, you know what I mean, or even like a, that's when I really started. Yeah. Or like, you know, then we upgraded at that point to like karaoke machines and whatnot, you know, but we always been trying to get the best quality, you know what I'm saying? We knew like, you know, them tape recordings, that it sounded different from like JEEZY or Master P, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, once we got the karaoke, you know, it gave us a little more, like the beats had bass then at that point, you know what I'm saying? So we was able to, like, okay, like we know we on the come up, and then my man's had my man Todd, he had the Iowa system where you can hit the button, it turns any beat into a karaoke. So we start using that one, using everybody's beats, you know what I mean? Then, you know, we started getting beat machines and just like gradually just working our way up, you know, to having some of the best sound in the city.
Yeah, yeah. So when you say who was you rolling with back then?
Well, you know, I started out with my man Calvin, Ren, you know, Bum Beans, Bum Bum. You know, these are like a lot of these cats is from. I'm from the north side of the city. I'm from Brighton Heights. You know, most of the people I started out with is from Northview. And, you know, they just happened to like move kind of into my neighborhood. We started messing around playing sports. It was like, I was like, man, you know, I was like, man, I got a song. They was like, well, we be freestyling. I went to their house one day. We just freestyled over some No Limit beats. We was all fans of No Limit. And then like the rest is history at that point.
Yeah, yeah. So, wow. So that's like the beginning of Harleydyse.
Yeah, that, you know what I'm saying? That's when a lot of people just knew me by Dice, DYCE. But even then, to this day, like, cause my real first name was Pimp Daddy. Wow. And there was an acronym, PIMP, Pittsburgh is my place. And there's a guy in the city, his name is Pimp. A lot of people know him, he's a comedian. He always give me credit because he got his name from me telling him that acronym, like back in like them days, like the 90s and early 2000s.
Wow.
PIMP, Pittsburgh is my place. You know what I'm saying? But they always used to cut on me because, you know, the daddy part. So I was like, hold up, you know what I'm saying? But I was still Dice at that point, you know what I'm saying? So, it was what it is. But, yeah, that was actually the real beginnings right there, you know what I'm saying? You know, that right there.
Mm-hmm. When you started to, like, grow do you consider yourself an engineer, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So when you started to grow as an engineer, because back then, you wasn't really considering yourself an engineer at that point, right?
No, I was just figuring it out.
Yeah. So when you like first started recording like the studio setup, like I know you started like with me, I'll speak for myself. I started out like I had the 4-track, I had the DR 660, and I had an Ensoniq, not an ASR 10, but it was an SQ2. It was like the little brother of the ASR 10. It was it wasn't as the ASR was, like with sampling and things, but you know what I mean, it helped me do what I had to do.
Well,
what was you using?
Well, that's kind of like a double layer question answer for real, because like the first time, when the first time I got into those type of situations, man, I was working with my former manager Jackal. You know what I'm saying? He used to be a barber, and me and my friend Calvin, you know, we met him at the barbershop. He would take us to his home studio at that point in time, and he had like the 8 tracks, you know, with the zip discs and MP60s, and you know what I'm saying. Then and at the same time, you know, I went to Oliver High School, and they had a program at the Manchester Craftsmen's Guild where, you know, students would go down and make music. I wasn't even in the program, but I would cut class to go to that program because I love music so much, and I would ironically skip English class.
And they would let you in though.
Yeah, they would just let me in there, like for whatever reason. It was just
it was meant to be.
I skipped English class because I didn't like it, but ironically, I use words. You know what I'm saying? But so we was in there. We was using, you know, I think they only had like a 4-track, and they would let us make beats. You know what I'm saying? Like there was some type of drum machine, and we would have to play the keys all the way out through the whole tape. You know, if you're using the track machine back in the day. You know, but the first stuff that I really kind of started on was just recording wise was I really just started at the computer. Yeah. And the first program was it was called Acoustica, and a guy by the name of Zeno, you know what I'm saying, gave me that. He gave me that and the full version of Fruity Loops, because before that I had the demo version of Fruity Loops, just making beats on the computer. You know what I'm saying? Once I figured out you could make music on the computer, that was it. And then from there, man, you know, I've been on everything from just plugging one of those white microphones into the computer to a big SSL board. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like I said, I don't know. Like I said, it was just so layered because it's like, what did I first use as compared to what I was, recording on and whatnot. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even I had my first record deal I had was with As1 Records out of Manchester. We was recording on a Roland 2480. You know what I mean? Like, I recorded at Audiomation with Anthony James. You know, they had, they had the big. Know about Audiomation. Yeah, so they, what I mean, they had, I don't even know how many tracks they had at that point in time. You know what I mean? So, but that was like Pittsburgh, one of Pittsburgh's most biggest professional studios.
Their first ones. Yeah, that's before Addy Labs.
You know, my first biggest studio. It's not even around no more, but it was called DC Productions. It was somewhere on Brownsville Road, and that was my first real studio experience. And I was like, damn, this shit is lit. Like, I'm going from, recording the karaoke's to like 48 tracks. You know what I'm saying? Stupid, you know what I mean? So it was going crazy, but man, that's it, man. And to this day, like, you just try to get,
to this day.
To this day,
we hear like, man, I could speak for myself when I say like, man, there's been many times where I would have I ain't rapping no more type of vibe, because it was life is life, and you can't just, sometimes it seems like a money pit until you start really seeing it pay off. You know what I mean? So, what was one of your things to kind of keep you inspired to keep going? Because 30 years later, you still in the lab. You know what I mean? Like, what's keeping you in the lab, bro?
What was keeping me going is because I really love this music, man. And you know what? And when you're in those situations where like, man, I'm just done. Like, I can't do it, and I feel like it's more therapy to me. Like, even when I feel like I'm saying, like, man, you know what? Forget music, man. Like, I be having different like frustrations built up or just feelings, man. And I be like wondering why. And then when I finally get to put it out, I'm like, damn, I feel a lot better. Like,
that's definitely.
But what keeps me going is that even at this right age, I still strive to be the best. I'm coming to like, if I'm collabing with people, I want to have the best verse. You know what I'm saying? And I strive myself to be around like other talented artists that have that same drive. You know what I mean? And we're gonna feed off each other. Mm-hmm. And at 30 years, man, I've been through every generation that there is. You know what I'm saying? I done work with everybody in the city. Gave half the people, their start at the end of the day. And I'm not taking credit for anybody's, talents or contributions that they got, but I pointed them in the right direction.
Yeah, your name comes up a lot in a lot of conversations that go on up here. Shout out to Fizzy and Clyde with the Check Out Bro podcast.
Yeah, Fizzy and Clyde. I know they had Quay come through, Slungle, like Miss Money, my partner Chisler, man, and there's so many other people that like. They just happen to, get their name brought up on this situation more or less because it was kind of like already in a public forum. There's just so many people I can't even think about.
Right.
That it was like, oh, all right, yeah, man, bro's doing this damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's dope.
And I still, even been in the studio now, like, I do strive, there's veterans that, they come through, but I strive to even help the new younger talent. I look for them for real, to help, like, There was a young guy that came through the studio, man, and he was buying studio time, and he just, he was literally wasting his money. I'm not gonna lie to you. He had like 5 studio sessions where he recorded nothing because he was sitting there trying to punch in the freestyle. After that 5th session, I had to stop him. Like, look, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I flat out just told him, because if people tell you I'm a very blunt person, I'm like, look, you're literally paying me to do nothing. You're giving me free money. What I'm gonna do is, your next session is on me. I'm gonna give you a consultation. I'm gonna help you start a song, how to construct a song, how to write it, get your concept, just get everything together to where you can at least have something that you can go home and listen to. Because at this point, you done gave me about $750 to sit here and just, you know what I mean, do nothing.
Yeah.
So, it don't be about the money with me for real. Like, I really love hip hop. I love Pittsburgh hip hop. I love everything about it, really.
Right. And as I do. So you see, like, we're up here with the film and music, and that's why I had to bring you in. You know, 'cause,
this is a beautiful facility. It's my first time here, man. And it's real nice. It's well put together, and outside of myself, you know what I'm saying. If you need a good place to record, or just even somebody that's probably going to help you and get in the right direction, or just be around other like minds, Fame Studios is a good place to come.
Yeah, and I appreciate you saying
no doubt,
that,
man. It ain't about nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't got to be just about coming to me. Like, somebody could come record with me, they could come record with you, they can go to whoever. I want to leave you in a better position than I found you, and I want you to be the best person that you could be. Actually, not even in music, just in life.
In life. You know what I mean? Where's your studio at?
Well, I have 2 studios in my mansion, and I have 1 studio in Etna. So I got 3 total. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on another one on the north side. And I also have another studio that I work out of in Miami.
Okay. So you doing big things, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like
sticking and moving, you know what I'm saying? Staying relevant, you came in, you was talking about you about to light up the stage on draft weekend. What's up with that? Man, well, I'm not sure when this will air, but maybe it'll air before then. If it don't, that's fine. But I've been honored to actually win a contest put on by Whammo. 80 people submitted. They broke it down to 10. The city and the fans voted. I won. I now have the opening slot on the biggest and baddest platform for the NFL draft. This right here, and it's at the Peterson Event Center. It's going to be sold out, 20,000 people.
You're opening for JEEZY.
Opening for JEEZY.
This motherfucker right here. Gentrification in disguise, cuz. This ain't Coachella. This is Frankstown.
For JEEZY, Boosie, Maya, and DJ Envy. You know what I'm saying? And I get to perform one of my biggest songs, Passport. And ironically, I recorded this song in 2018 in my kitchen, because at that time I lived in Miami. And I came home for like the weekend to see my kids. And then, I always travel with the studio with me, even in the book bag. I got the mobile studio. I got it in the car with me right now. If I have to, I can load up anybody's studio. Boom, boom, boom. But I was like, well, I just loaded it up in the kitchen, and I was like, man, just made the banger. And I knew, my partner believed in it so much. We actually sent it off to get mixed and mastered. We sent, because he does a lot of work with the Locks and D Block. So we sent it off to Dazel the Machine, and that's the Locks' main engineer. You know what I'm saying? We got it professionally mixed and mastered, and that bitch been rocking ever since.
Yeah, so it's on all the platforms?
It's on all platforms. It's Harleydyse, Harley DYCE, Passport, featuring Necessary. But yeah, that's the song we're going to perform. And really, I can't even say what it means to me, man, because it's like to be on the biggest platform in the biggest event that the city has ever held to this date. That means a lot, man, and I don't really think there's anybody else suited for the job, and it's an honor, so shout out to everybody that played a hand in that, all the fans, supporters, Whammo,
check it
out,
what
I'm saying,
man.
everybody, man, and they, they also gave me in the prize package, I get to record a song with Big Jern from Taylor Gang. So it's like, it's kind of a win-win all the way around, it's just like, it's well deserved, and maybe from these opportunities, more bigger and better opportunities will come. So, I'm just looking at it.
Definitely. And it's kind of like that's how it goes. The longer you stay in something, the further you go. And it's like it's your time, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's your time. As it is everybody here in Pittsburgh, because I like to say, you know, we're our own universe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
as far
are.
as
we
like
really
we
are.
got our own industry, and for real, we're killing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this series that we filmed the pilot to.
I seen it. What is that? Frankstown, right?
Frankstown Frontline. Yeah. So it's looking nice, and I'm writing the second episode right now.
That's fire.
Hopefully, we go in production in the next month and a half or so.
Yeah, because even though we never linked up, you know, I stay up on what everybody's doing too. That's how I knew. You know what I'm saying? You had that going, man. Like I like to stay what's going on in the city, man. And the city got so much talent. You know what I mean? Like I travel so much. I mean, I did shows in Omaha, Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh literally has some of the most elite talent, and for whatever reason, man, we just can't break through. And I think a lot of it really just comes down to like the sense of entitlement and attitudes, man.
Yeah.
And I can't say I don't have that sometimes too, but you know, I matured to the extent where, man, I can maybe turn that off and on.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, attitudes is like that's the biggest thing. You know, that be killing our vibe around here, and really the sense of entitlement.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, that's universal around the table where everybody feels that way. But why, if we feel that way, why is it still like that? Like I know you said the same thing. Like, man, everybody hating on each other. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. That in every city you got that. You know what I mean? But it's like we don't really stick together. We got our cliques, and it's like. You know, sometimes you got to integrate those cliques to, you know, because they got the beans and the rice.
Yeah. And
they got the steak over here. But they ain't got no skillets.
No, facts.
They ain't got no pots and pans. So you got to go here, get the pots and pans. But that ain't where the kitchen is at. The kitchen is over. You know what I mean? So it's like everybody got to put it together to put it together. You know what I mean? And you're right. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the reasons why we haven't got past that threshold, I believe.
Oh, real quick. Hey, I'm just turn that down just a little bit. I don't know how much it's picking up, but you know, turn it down some. Well, yeah, that's my son, Yum. In case, a lot of people know that, but he's autistic and excuse me, he's literally with me every day. If I can't take him with me, I'm not going. So if I can't bring him, don't book me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, that's just what it is, man. But you know, I'm a full-time dad, man, and see, I be even juggling that, you know, when it comes down to doing the music, man. So. I use my kids as an excuse why I do stuff, bro. You feel me? Like the job needs to get done, and you can't have no scapegoats with this music, man. You got to go 25/8. You really do. You can't take no days off. You can't take no breaks.
Yeah, you can't take no days.
Cause I tell you like this, even in Pittsburgh, like man, our hottest dude. Guess what? There's a dude somewhere in Mississippi going 1,000,000 times harder than you, and you won't even know it for real. But you know what I'm saying? He's making noise in his section. And it's like, you know what I mean? You got to be consistent every day.
No, facts. So, what do you got going on besides the show? Like, do you got a project you working on? Or you
I've been one of my dogs just released a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Felony Melodies 4. His name is Revo Eastwood. Is on all platforms. He just came home from doing like a 10-year bid in the feds.
Mm-hmm.
I helped him produce that and I hosted it. Just really working on singles, man. I think we're gonna put out like a little compilation mixtape out of the studio, but really, man, I'm more or less expanding and working on getting products, man. You know, I had a meeting with Master P, and you know, we was talking about music, but. You know, he told me like, man, the reason I don't even do music no more is because I'm just working on products, man. Because you got to think about life after rap. So I'm like, I'm working on getting some products, man. I got a line of coffee in the works. You know, just there's some different things that I'm working on, man. So you know, just trying to expand and make bigger business for real.
Yeah, that's dope. So how did that come about? You having a meeting with Master P?
My record deal I had when I moved to Miami, I was signed with Terry Elliott. That's the founder of King of Diamonds. So, you know, everybody came through there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you know, and so he had linked me up with a guy that was throwing a music convention down there, and his name is Ace Magazine. You know, he does a lot of Ace Magazine actually does a lot of stuff, All-Star Weekends. You know what I'm saying? It's big. So shout out to Ace Magazine, but. And then I ran into my man, my Big D down there. He was doing security for Master P, and then, you know, just got to bust it up with him. You know, it wasn't really like an organized meeting or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I say a meeting because I met him. And you know, I had a chance to holler at him, and it's like, you know, he's like, I'm not really focused on music, man. You know, just, you know, but and there's so many artists like that I've been able to work with, man. You know, when Flo Rida or it comes to Pittsburgh, man, Flo Rida had me on stage at the Post Gazette Pavilion. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I ran into him so many times. Orlando, Miami. You know what I'm saying? Man, like just so many people. You know what I mean? Like I did a lot of stuff that people don't even know. You know what I mean? Like it's celebrity wise. I did studio work with David Banner, BG, man, like the Project Pat. Like the list goes on for real. Like
right. Like I said, he's a legend, man. Check him out. You know, it's your boy Harleydyse. You got your boy Spuck Johnson. We up here. Yeah. You know, legends in the game. You know, now you know if you don't. It's So, you know, tell the people, you know, what do they need to know about Harleydyse that they might not know?
Well, I don't know, man. What you
like? Is it? Do you just do music, or I mean, do you got like you know, life? Like, there's a way that, you know, you gotta. Well, I balance between, you know, contracting, building, building. I got a contract.
Well, mainly I'm a full-time dad, man, and you know, I just out, you know, I do some logistics, like some trucks and like vans, you know, stuff like that. Man, even money-wise, man, I'll go do some DoorDash. You know what I mean? Right. Like there's no shame in my game, man. If there's a dollar sign attached to it, you can count me in. But you know, like what people don't know about me is like, I'm actually like a real chill, down to earth dude, man. You know, like you sit down and have a conversation with me, you be like, damn, this dude's actually pretty cool. And you know, they confuse, you know, the outgoing party animal, you know what I'm saying? You know, that they see it related in my music. Now, don't get me wrong, that's actually my real life also, but you know, I know how to flip that switch between Harleydyse and William Painter. You know what I'm saying? William Painter is who I am. You know, that's who they cut the checks to. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, just I'm a top tier dad before anything else. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to. I mean, there's so many things. I mean, but you can read it in my book, which is actually about to drop next year as well. I've been working on my book, so you know, you'll be able to actually really figure it all out at that point. If there's anything you want to know, it's going to come down to it. You know what I'm saying? You can see that. Make sure y'all look out for the book coming from Harleydyse. You know, pretty soon. Is there a title of it yet? Did you title it yet? I'm thinking it's kind of untitled. I got the working title on it is With a Roll of the Dice. Okay. With the Roll of the Dice. I got a catchy tone to it, you know. Did you give yourself that name, or how'd you get Dice? Like Harley, where did Harleydyse come from? Well, you know, the Harley comes, you know, from the my dad being like heavy into the biker scene. You know, I used to be as a kid being at the biker parties and whatnot. You know, just incorporating that. You know, the fascination with the Harley bikes, and Dice is like, man, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm just all over the place sometimes, man. So it's like random, like a roll of the dice. You know, roll of the dice, yeah. I do. I could see you being in the biker club. Are you a part of a biker club? Do you No, rap? I'm not. If I was going to start one, though, it would definitely be the party animal, which is my moniker. But you know, ironically, speaking of Dice, just in general, I was doing some songs even when I did Clyde and Fizzy's first shit, and their brother Aaron, we did a song, and I started using this. Cause he was saying my name, and he was like, DY$E. Do you know why dollar signs? Cause we all gotta eat. So you know, shouts out to they bro for giving me a moniker and shit too. You know what I'm saying? That's the Dice, DY$E. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's where that really comes from, man. And real dice is made out of ivory, and I'm white, man. So you know. Okay. So you got, it's like a double on. Yeah, there's just so many things, because you know, once I bring it on, I'm studying, you know, how to you know what it all encapsulates. You know what I'm saying? If my name was Hammer, you know what I'm saying, I needed, you know what I mean, I need to know all the variations. You know what I'm saying, how the hammer and the gun hit, the sledgehammer. You know what I'm saying, the hammer hit sharp. You know, I just need to figure it all out. You know, it's a different time and era that I come from. Like now, somebody will call themselves Rambo, and they'll be like, "Why you call yourself Rambo?" They'll be like, "Man, I don't know, it just sound cool." Right. You know what I'm saying? And he fucking like gardening or some dumb shit. Yeah, some shit. Yeah, period. Yeah. So, you know, this is it's actually the third episode of the Fame PGA's podcast. I'm pretty much new to it, you know what I mean? And like, obviously, but
it's growing. It's getting to grow on me. Whereas like I'm normally the quiet dude, don't really speak much. But until it's time to hop on the stage, where you know how that feels, like you kind of there's a switch that goes off.
There's definitely a switch.
Yeah, the switch goes off, and all that quiet spuck ain't there no more. And it's like, I'm trying to incorporate spuck from Keith, because I'm always, when I'm on a job, I'm more outgoing with the customers than I am when I'm out and about here, just around randoms, because like I just, when I'm with the customers, I'm pretty much.
You gotta put your game face on it. You got, especially if you selling on something, you gotta sell it. You know what I mean? Because if not, I mean, you might have to pick a different job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So we travel a lot, and I just wanted to get you up in here, man.
No, it's cool. I'm saying, it ain't about nothing, man. You know what I mean? Like, and just so you know, like, I think you're doing good. As far as as the interview goes, you know what I'm saying, and as you go, you're gonna get more comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? You're going, and it's still like a, like just a random meeting. You know what I'm saying? So we working on, this is our first time building chemistry, so it ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? So
and it's like I know we got a lot in common as far as like back in '96, that's where I was just starting to record myself. You know what I mean? So like. It's like we've been here. We seen.
And what you from Homewood, right?
Yeah.
Well, ironically, also people don't know that I'm Brucey's favorite rapper. R.I.P. Brucey. You know what I'm saying? He would always call me and say, "Brucey," and he was like, "Dice, you my favorite rapper in the city." So R.I.P. Brucey. You know what I mean?
R.I.P.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it ain't even about nothing, man. I rocks with everybody from every side of town. You know what I'm saying? North, south, east, and west, suburbs. I'm saying Washington, the Butler, wherever at. You feel me? Like, man, we outside, man. The whole 412-724 stand up, man.
Period. So how was the ride in, though? Was it crazy traffic?
What kind of was, that's my business partner right there. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's man, the ride was cool though. It was I'm one of those people that I don't mind driving. You know what I'm saying? Because like. Well, I drive anyway for a living, but I've lived in bigger cities, and I just travel anyway. Like if I got a show that's within 5 to 6 hour drive, man, I'm driving it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the one I did in Nebraska, they hit me on short notice, so I had to leave that night, and I literally ain't getting no sleep. So I drove to Nebraska. Did the show, got right back on the road. So I drove 36 hours straight just to do a fucking 10-minute set in the middle of fucking Nebraska somewhere.
Wow, that's
you know what I'm saying. So I don't be minding the drive for real. So this little 45-minute drive, that wasn't about nothing. It was just like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like 45 minutes ain't nothing. But see, that's another thing. Even the Pittsburgh mentality, like, man, you tell somebody you 30 minutes away, they like, oh man, that's far as hell. But bro, 30 minutes, like if you were in New York. Bro, 30 minutes is like...
Down the street.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like, even in Miami, like, you know what I'm saying? When I'm down there, like, 30 minutes is like, all right, bro, yeah, I'm saying, that's cool.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you tell somebody you 30 minutes, I'm 30 minutes away, they're like, oh, man, I ain't coming. Or they'll tell you they coming and they won't. That's the another thing, too. Pittsburgh will hit you with the 52 fake out in a minute. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on my way, then they just never come.
I had a couple folks say that they was coming, like, we would book, like, when I... contacted you and we had Wednesday and then they just don't show.
Yeah.
I had that, but for the most part, I'm getting the hang of like, who I want to bring in and who's going to want to come in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I wanted to bring you in and I knew you would come in. Well, I didn't know you were coming, but I figured it was worth asking. I didn't know you was like having so much like motion. Like I didn't know you won the Whammo contest. You was opening for JEEZY. That was dope.
Yeah, it's like right on time. You know what I'm saying? Give me a chance to make the announcement. You know what I'm saying? So, but even on that, man, it's like I'm having overwhelming support. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing it so long, and like the love that I'm getting is like crazy. Like, man, at this point, I'll probably sold about 100 tickets. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna see no money from it, but they need to give me a cut. You know what I'm saying? Because them tickets is about 100 something, 200. People's buying the floor seats just so they could be up front. Them bitches about 200-300 after tax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you sold? You were selling them?
No, I wasn't. I sold them off the strength. You know what I'm saying? That I was performing. So people's like, oh man, I wasn't going, but now boom, and everybody's sending me their screenshots. And like I counted it. I'm saying the last time I seen it, it was up to like 52 people, and a couple other people told me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was on. So. I mean, at this point, it's like, the support is there, you know, and especially like for somebody that been doing it, you know, they want a hometown talent, you know, to be able to break through there.
Yeah.
And they willing to pay that, you know what I'm saying? Of course they got a bonus. They get to see Jeezy, Boosie, Maya, you know what I mean? So it ain't like they're coming down to motherfucking the Galaxy to watch me, fucking Joe Schmo from Easto, and you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't, like a lot of people don't want to. They get turned off by them local showcases and shit. That's why I don't even come outside and do them, because like, man, even as an artist, I don't even want to be around 30 fucking artists performing all night. Like that's just trash. To be completely honest, people need to curate these shows a little better. Like maybe get 4 or 5 artists, focus on that. Look, man, sell these tickets or promote it. The promoters promote it the right way. And you know what? If they don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't got a good turnout, guess what? Them artists ain't getting another shot. Or, you know what I'm saying, if you see some potential in them, you know, you might be able to believe in them and work with them. But it's like, I mean, at some point in time, man, you know, it's oversaturated. We got to start cutting the fat about this shit out here. And like, who's like really wants to be a professional, or are you just doing it as a hobby? And
right. Because there is that out there, and that's pretty much, I think that's what B. Marshall was getting at. You know what I mean?
What,
like
on his stuff?
Like he wasn't really into the idea of having.
Well, B. Marshall gets a lot of mixed reviews amongst veterans and you know what I'm saying, just everybody. You know what I mean? That's going on. Hold on, I'll just take this call real quick.
It's all good. It's all good.
Just real
quick.
quick.
Know how we do out here. I'm check my phone too. I got my shit blowing up.
No,
emails.
Because people call, like a couple people called me, and I told them I was at the thing, so I think they called. Yo.
My shit's about to die. I had to throw it on the damn charger. I got the Hardo feature today. It's just our day, bro.
Hey, well, look, shout out to my man Revo. I'm at the podcast. Shout out to Revo. He just got the feature from Hardo, so you know what I mean. Give him a shout out too. You on the mic?
Appreciate it, my boy. Appreciate it, my boy. Yeah, man, we about to do this can't cook thing. Cook this shit, man. My guys on the move.
You know it, you know what I'm saying? That's my man Spuck Johnson. This is his
What's up,
podcast.
bro,
My
bro?
man Revo, get him in. That's my man I was talking about to just drop the mixtape. You know, he just came home.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So yeah, he out here working. I ain't gonna lie, he lit the fire back up under me, because he comes through and he kills shit every time. And I refuse to sit there and let somebody, you know what I'm saying, get busy. And I can't spit no hot shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he my man Revo coming through
I
smoking.
was just letting you know I got that feat from Art, man. I'm gonna let you hear it when you done. Hit me.
All right. Well, yeah, man, shit. You know, everything's going in the right motion, man. Sometimes, you know, God just, you know, you just got to stay focused, man, and keep working, man. And that's one thing about me, though. You know what? This is to bounce back on that.
This is Fame. Welcome to the culture.
It's hard out here, man. Trying to have a studio, trying to keep it open. Niggas wanting free sessions.
You can't have snakes on the set, bruh. This is Frankstown.
Scouts, sprays and bullets. Beats, scouts, sprays and bullets. Beats, scouts, sprays and bullets. Beats.
This is Frankstown.
One thing that they need to know about Harleydyse is I'm really a dedicated man of God, man. And I believe in God, and I
Praise
pray
God.
every day. I probably pray 1,000,000 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I just want to move right, and I want to do right by people. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever feel that I did you wrong, man, it was not intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really 11 times out of 10 a miscommunication. You know what I'm saying? Like, for
Right.
whatever reason, you know, because I really do move pure in my footsteps, because, you know, even at this age, I got my son with me every day. I don't got time to do somebody wrong, and then they just come back and feel like, man, I got to kill this dude or just do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really can't help himself. So what do I look like having myself being just in a bad position to where I'm all messed up, or even worse, dead, and he got to go through the rest of his life living without his caregiver? You feel me? So, you know what I mean? I'm really a super man of God. You know what I'm saying? And like, I even made a gospel album. You know what I'm saying? It's called Happy Sunday Morning. I got the follow-up coming Happy Sunday Evening. And the Happy Sunday Morning is like, it's like that music you would put on Sunday morning and just clean your house to.
Is that something we can find online?
Yeah, you could all the music I'm talking about, you could find it everywhere. Happy Sunday Evening is going to be like the music you will wind down to on a Sunday night. It's more up tempo, but you know what I'm saying. Just a little more bop. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, but yeah, like, you know, I didn't want to like switch it, but I had to. You know, as that came up, it made me think about, yes, that is one thing that people need to know about Harleydyse.
That's dope. That's dope. I like to say, I wouldn't say I got a gospel album, but I definitely my testimony.
Yeah.
I testify a lot in my music,
I think I could classify it as that too, but people want to paint me in that corner as a gospel. But I think it's more or less my testimony as well. Yeah. But I kept it clean, and I dedicated everything to God on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So
absolutely.
And if you get a chance, maybe check it out. It's all clean. I could really do a church tour with that album, and really to this day, that is my biggest album. And as far as like streams and whatnot, because they was playing it at churches, and there's 1 billion churches in the United States. Mm-hmm. So like if each one of them plays my album one time, man, I got 1 billion streams. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it's not about money, but like God used me as the vessel, man, to put the message out there. What can I do?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not perfect, man, and I don't say I'm not one of them holier than thou. You know what I'm saying? I do the same shit y'all do: smoke, drink. You know what I'm saying? Outside running around, sometimes I'm places I ain't supposed to be, all that, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man.
At the end of the day, we not perfect, but we still
for sure
believe, and we still, I get it.
You gotta live your life still, man. And when you do the right things happen. But consequentially, when you do the wrong things is also gonna happen. Mm-hmm. And today, man, we getting a lot of good news within the camp, man, and it's man, I think we just doing the right things at the right time, man. And when you do the right things, man, the right things happen, man. So thank you, God, man. Really, and that's how that's what I got to say about that.
So you make your own beats still, or you
Well, I do it all. You know what I'm saying? I make beats. We got beat makers in the camp. I buy
What's
beats.
the name of the camp?
We had a working title for the name, the Camp Cook Collective, man. CCC, the Camp Cook Collective, because everybody in the camp cook. You know what I'm saying? My moniker is the Party Animals. Everybody rocking with me, the Party Animals. But yeah, the camp cook, man. The camp cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't say the camp ain't cooking. Ain't nobody in the camp not cooking. So it's a fucking bonfire every time we get on that bitch.
Period.
But
so, like, who in the city that you might not have worked with would you like to work with, if there's anyone at all?
Well, I pretty much work with everybody. I personally never worked with Hardo. I think me and Hardo would make a fire song. But my man right there just got the feature from Hardo, so it's in the camp, you know what I'm saying? But speaking of Hardo, and back when COVID happened, him and Cools got on the net, and they was like, man, can't nobody mess with our pen. So all that battle shit back and forth, I sparked it, because I was like, hold up, man, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. So I dissed them. And they Cools, and then they dissed the whole city back, you know what I'm saying? So I was the first person he dissed on that shit too, man. But, shout out to Hardo. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, me and Hardo would make a banger. I never worked with Wabo. I can't now, RIP. I mean, I've literally worked with everybody else pretty much, you know what I'm saying? I've worked with everybody else. I mean, I think me and Yick probably got something in the works we need to work on. But even then, like, man, even the producers and everybody, man. I remember, like, before they all had studios, man. Iceman, Stevie B, Banger, they all used to come to my studio and make beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to say I even introduced Iceman and Stevie B for the first time.
To each other.
Yeah, because actually, I know I did, because I got it on video, as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? Because I was recording and documenting my life for like years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But and then I moved out of my studio downtown, and then they took my studio over, and that's how Loud Pack kind of started. I'm not saying I started them.
You was in the Diamond Building.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had that. I had that corner joint, and then I'm saying, like, but I first started in the Park Building up the street, and then we was just in there smoking too much, and we shouldn't have been smoking, because literally right next door to our office was a fucking rehab, and then when we be smoking till 5 a.m, they come in, they like, no, man, but yeah, man. So, but really, just everybody, man. I didn't work with everybody. Trillsy. I got like 6 albums worth of Trillsy's music that nobody even ever heard. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting on my hard drive. I got Spike G music, RIP. Man, I got so many people's music. Like, I got all the archives. Man, it just I don't know. I don't even know where to start. It's just, you know what I mean? I don't work with everybody, but who do I want to work with? I want to work with you. You right there. Whoever's watching this, hit me up. Let's work. Yo, stop it. This is what I deal with. This is the death of autism. You know what I'm saying, son? So sometimes it's be like that. But whoever you are right there, hit me up. let's work. You know what I'm saying?
How can they find you?
You can find me. I'm gonna give you my direct line: 412-853-EGGS. For those that don't know, that's 412-853-3447. You know what I'm saying? You can reach out to me at Harley DYCE on any social media platform. Harleydyse. Harley like the bikes, dice like you playing with your life. You know what I'm saying? But the easiest way to get at me is literally 412-853-3447. You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest, best way. And I'm outside. Like, I'm, you know what I mean? A lot of people tell me I'm intimidating. I think it's because I'm like a big dude. But I'm just like really just chill as hell. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just approach me like I'm cool as fuck. Like we're probably gonna get along. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker. You feel me? So.
And let them know you're single again.
Oh, well, the single that I'm that single came out, but that song Passport.
Oh yeah, the new song.
Still a banger. You know what I'm saying? But
still a banger.
It's literally like
since 2018.
I think it's the biggest song to come out of Pittsburgh since Black and Yellow. It's gonna be the biggest song. It's gonna take over, man. Come on.
So
I'm telling you,
check out Passport, Harleydyse on all platforms. You know what I mean? He's opening up for JEEZY. He's gonna be down the Peterson Event Center during fucking draft day weekend. I keep wanting to say All Star.
Well, for the whole week though, like I said, I'm not sure when this is gonna air, but it starts on 420. 420 and 422, I'll be performing at the Infinity Lounge up on Brownsville Road. On 423, I'll be performing with Matt G on the Hill District for that draft event. That's actually a big event up there on Wiley Avenue. Huge draft event, family friendly, vendors, food, everything. So come out to that. On the 24th, I will be performing at Round Calisthenics at Club Insomnia, which is my business partner, Chisler, man. He runs the hip hop promotions there. If you need booking at Insomnia, hit us up. One of the most premier clubs in the city. If you're not familiar with Round Cal, though, it was real heavy at the Shadow Lounge. It's where actually Mac Miller got his start there. Mac Miller used to be over there with us. But you spin the wheel. Whatever topic comes up on the wheel, you got to rap about it on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So that's on the 24th. And then last but not least, 8 p.m. Saturday, Peterson Event Center, Young JEEZY, Lil Boosie, Maya, DJ Envy, and yours truly, Harleydyse. Rocking the stage to end the NFL draft weekend in Pittsburgh. It's an honor. And I mean, it's gonna be crazy. It don't get no better than this. I'm telling you, like this weekend is the most people that Pittsburgh ever had in it, like in history.
So check it though. I worked in Beaver, PA today. You know? So we ride home, and like on the way out there, there's like traffic everywhere. Mm-hmm. Like so. I'm just thinking, like, man, when those 500,000 or however many 100,000,
they're estimating 700,000.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to go lower because I know even more is crazier than even that. You know, it's like,
facts.
Man, we don't have the infrastructure.
We don't have there's no infrastructure, roadway.
It's going to be chaotic.
We don't got it for our population now.
Yeah, right.
There's no reason. Like, I didn't take the Parkway here. You know what I'm saying? If I took the Parkway here, that 45 minutes to an hour that I took, it probably would have been an hour and a half. I still might be, hey, Spark, I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying, at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we, man, the roads, it's all two-way. Like, even if you go somewhere like Cleveland, like say a Route 51, that's gonna be a three-laner. And then you got the middle lane where you can hit the U-turns and stuff. We don't got none of that. You have to. It's just wild. Like our infrastructure is just wild here.
It's way out. Like if we do got it, it's like.
I never even seen nothing like that in here. Like they got that all through everywhere else I've been at. I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Well, Philly's kind of a little different. You know what I'm saying? Philly's kind of closer to us on the streets wise, but yeah, like somewhere like Cleveland or a Detroit or. Like anywhere in Florida in the South, you know what I'm saying? It's wide open.
Yeah, you just get in the left lane.
You can just do what you want and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? In Pittsburgh, man, you got to figure this shit out. And if you hit a U-turn somewhere, police liable to pull you over here. Like what are you doing the U-turn for?
Exactly.
It's like, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah, I like it out Cali. They got like it's like 6 lanes. On
everything's crazy. I only been to the West Coast twice. I've been to LA. Twice, and I've been to Vegas once.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, all through the South, man. I've been all through the South. I done toured down there, man, everywhere from Miami to New Orleans, Atlanta, Charlotte. I mean, literally everywhere through the South. And really, that's another thing too, man. In the South, it's and especially in these entertainment hubs down there, they pay you for your shows. Every show that I ever did while I lived in Miami, even it could have been in Tampa, Orlando, Jack, it could have been somewhere, Ocala. Man, they're giving me like $750 to $1,500 a show just to show up. So, and that's as a relatively unknown artist. Like in Pittsburgh, they're charging me to get in the door to perform.
Yeah. Like, so when that happens, who do you have on your team that's reaching out and getting these bookings for you?
Well, I was signed to a label for sure. That's when I was signed with Super T Records. You know, that's Terry Elliott. So he got King of Diamonds. So he got all the connects. So he's probably just lining this up. They know he means business at that point. So they're not coming to him. You know, so it's kind of who you know, I guess, at that point. But you know, I spoke with him already, man. And you know, JEEZY and Boosie and them, they used to be in King of Diamonds throwing all kind of money. So he actually already lined it up for me to meet up with them too. So. Yeah, so I don't got no cold call with these cats when they come.
Still signed with them?
No, I'm not signed with them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's still my family. And you know, Terry Elliott, man, he's a super great guy coming out of Miami, man. Every year he throws a parade on 15th Avenue. That's where he's from. That's that's Liberty City, and everybody comes out. I mean, and he recently partnered with DJ Khaled, so. I gotta. All right, I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. This is exclusive shit right here. I'm only letting me know right now. I got some stuff lined up with DJ Khaled that's actually going to probably take me to the really next level. You know, but I know I snuck that in there, but it's really.
Hey, remember where y'all heard it first?
It's really major. It's really major, right? So it is really major. So even DJ Khaled comes out. He donates 150 pair of his Jordans every year. Flow Rider comes out. He buys 200 bikes. You know, he's partnered up with Farm Share down there. You know, they feed 5,000 families for Christmas. I mean, like, and there's just tons of celebrities. Like Trina comes through. I met so many celebrities down there, even at the parade. You know, Big Meech, Trina, Michael Sterling. Michael Sterling's the original guy they sampled that Lovers and Friends. I mean, even athletes. Deontay Wilder. I mean, you name it, man. I'm like Edrin James. I've been blessed to be within one of the biggest winning circles, man, and you know that's why I'm able to continue to do what I do, man. And it's like it's just by the grace of God, man, that I'm able to continue to do these things.
Yeah,
you know, I've been in the studio with all these superstar artists, man. You know, man, the list just goes on and on. Like it's just like you gotta. Sometimes I don't even believe it. You know, like it's really like that. So I mean, Plies, NBA, Youngboy. I mean, like literally, the list goes on, and like you know, if I see these people, they're gonna know who I am. Like, oh, what's up, Harley? It ain't like, oh, it's like they just brushing me off like some fan or nothing. Like, I've met with these people so many times, like they know who I am. Like,
that's dope. That's dope. So now y'all met with him. You know, he gave you the number. Hit him up. You know, make it happen.
I be telling people like they don't believe it though, but you know what I'm saying. If you got some real hot shit. I know for a 100% fact I could change your life overnight with one call. But it got to be hard, and you got to be it don't even got to be like you just got to have your business tight and be ready for real. Yeah. Because I can't burn my name, you know.
Got to have your business right, man. Get y'all publishing together, man. Get y'all Sound Exchange, get y'all Song Trust, get y'all BMI, y'all ASCAP, and there's probably a list of.
I was actually on the DJ Khaled mixtape already, man, and Chevy Woods was on there with me too. So we was both on that DJ Khaled mixtape. It's called Game Changer. You know, it was hosted by DJ Khaled, man. You know, like there just be so much stuff, bro. Like, and it just hit me up. Like, if you want to just fuck with me, I'm you know what I mean. Just holler at me for real. Like, I'm really approachable.
Yeah. So it is what it is. You know what I mean. You got to speak up. Closed mouths don't get fed. We out here, we grinding. You know, we up here at the Fame PGH Network. Got your boy Harleydyse. He got the passport. Check it out. It's been out for a while, but it's popping now. He about to blow the stage up.
Man.
About to blow the stage up.
Oh, listen, I'm about to do that stage so tight. Oh my God. I'm saying it's the biggest crowd I rocked in a minute. The last crowd, well, I went on tour with 2 Live Crew. They had me on tour with them for the I Love 90s tour. It was them, Salt and Pepper, Coolio, Tone Loc, And the one time, you know what I'm saying, they had me go out there and I did a song, man. It was like 15,000 with that. You know what I'm saying? I got songs with 2 Live Crew too. You know, but you know what I mean? This is about to be my biggest show since that time, man. And like, you know, I'm excited, man. And I get to do it at home, at the crib, bro. Come on, this is lit, man. This is so fire. Right. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I ain't even been as motivated or excited about nothing music related in a while because in the middle of my deal, man, COVID happened. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like shut down my motion that we was building up. You know what I'm saying? There was certain investments we was making, and you know, and then like COVID hit, and then it just all had to stop because the world stopped. And now we back outside, man. I'm telling you, I feel so good. I love you, man. I love you, Pittsburgh. I can't wait to show you what's going on, man. I love you.
Word. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Keep your eyes and ears out for your boy Harleydyse and your boy Spuck. You know, we got the Frankstown Frontline series coming soon. Having a casting call now for the next episodes. If anybody wants in, you know, the next episode is, I'm calling a lot of the content creators, influencers in on this one. Mm-hmm. Just stay tapped in, man. Appreciate y'all coming out. Thank you, man, for coming through.
Look, shouts out to you, Spuck. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Y'all doing it major over here. I love what you're doing. I already said it in the joint, but I just want you to know, man, let's keep going, man. This facility looks good, and I can see this being in a popular hub for people that want to come through from out of town and get busy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got the studios, but if you ever need an engineer to do freelance engineering or whatever, you know what I'm saying? There's literally nothing I can't do, from recording, production, video, editing, the whole nine. If you need somebody filling sometime, give me a call. I love working with people, and we're going to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? This ain't going to be the last time, even though this is the first time. Let's cook up.
Let's cook up.